it's Chloe and we're back with another video. This is Ready to Love season 5 episode 10, you guys. And I mean, they dropping like flies, okay? They just dropping like flies. Okay, I'm like, shoot you. Go on, just everybody, go on, okay? Now listen, I thought Ready to Love was gonna play in our face last night, and I'm not gonna hold you. I really thought they was gonna play with us, okay? I thought they was going to send Nahum home and they was going to keep Camille and Cornelius around to haunt us. But that's not what happened, y'all. That's not what happened, okay? So Camille sitting there and she's like crying, getting all emotional because she got to send Cornelius home. He got to go, okay? And this is what we wanted. This is definitely what we wanted, okay? So she's like, the ladies don't think you're ready to love. Okay, so Cornelius was like, I'm surprised. Are you really though? Cornelius, are you really surprised? Why are you surprised? Okay, why? Then he was talking about something. I regret not making connections with the other women. That's the one thing I regret. But I'm going to miss Camille and the friendships that I made. I said, oh, yes. He's like, yes, I'm about to get away from her. I'm done. I'm going to miss her. He had no intentions on taking Camille on his journey outside of Ready to Love. Okay, none whatsoever. He said it. He said, I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her. But then Camille was like, no, you're not. You're not going to miss me. Who? Me? No, I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you. Ain't no need for me to stay here. It's you. It's always going to be you. It's you. Y'all, I felt so bad for Cornelius because it felt like he thought he was about to be free of her, but he not now, okay? Because she following him on the journey outside of Ready to Love. Okay, now he was like, you sure? Are you sure? I just want to make sure that you're sure that this is what you want to do. I say, Cornelius, just tell a woman you don't want it. Just tell her. It's okay. Just say, I don't really want you, Camille. I was only doing this because I wanted to stay in the journey. So I was just going to hold on to you because I know you was going to fight for me, okay? But obviously you fought for me too much and they got us both sent home at this point. Y'all, poor Cornelius. Listen. Cornelius, if you want us to come save you, let us know, okay? Blink twice, 3 times, send us an email, DM, slide in the DM, do something. We will come save you. I promise you we'll find a way, okay? I know y'all got these pictures floating around the internet. Child, it's giving awkward, okay? And it's saying save me, okay? The blue jeans, what the heck was y'all doing with the blue jeans on? Like, ew, Y'all, the one where he was staring at the camera was saying, save me, save me. Anyway, y'all, I don't care. They found love and that's fine for them. Okay, I just don't want to watch their journey of love. I just don't. Okay, good for them. Okay, Camille got her man. He may be scared, but she got him. Okay, look, Cornelius, this is what you need to do. Take off the necklace that she gave you. Listen to me and listen to me clearly, okay? The necklace is a tracking device and a mic, okay? She knows your every move and she knows everything that you're saying at all times. Take it off, okay? So this way you can go and run away and she won't find you. Because I got a feeling that every time you try to sneak away, she turned on her tracking device to find you. Take the necklace off. Take it off. Take it off. Okay, now anyway, y'all. Nahum get to stay, and I was like, cool. I take Nahum. I take him. It is what it is. We got Cornelius going, and we got Camille going. And that's all that I really cared about at the moment, okay? Now I'm like, get Zadia up out of here, okay? That's next mission is to get Zadia up out of here. And child, when I say they be delivering, they be delivering. It's like they be hearing me when I be talking. It's like they know that I'm telling them to do these things, okay? Now Phil decides that he wants to go spend time with Shiloh because he's been chasing after Aisha, but every time he chases after Aisha, Dante come and steal her away, okay? So he like, you know what, let me go redirect my energy at this point because obviously Dante is going hard on the pavement for daggone Aisha, okay? So they sitting down and they playing some game with the cards, okay? Talking about love languages and everything. And you know, Phil be bothering me, y'all, because like Shiloh is like basically telling him that she really likes him and like she's choosing him and she wants him in his journey. And it's like he doesn't give her the answers that she's looking for, okay? Even at one point he leaned in and gave her a kiss and it was like a, don't tell nobody we kiss, okay? I was like, ew. Even she was like, you ain't have to pull away so fast. I was like, child, he didn't want to kiss you. He obviously didn't want to kiss you. He just went for the moment to keep you around so that you will fight for him at the end, okay? He keeping his options wide open, but small enough so that you don't run away. It's bothering me now at this point when it comes to Phil because I'm like, Phil, you need to do something. You need to do something. You straddling the fence, okay? You need to do something. Jump over or stay on the side you on. But what you doing right now is bothering me. It's definitely bothering me, okay? After daggone Charlotte expressed her whole feelings, opened up her whole heart, poured it all out on her sleeve and everything, okay? He was just like, I don't want to, make a commitment to choose yet. I said, see, Phil, I was rooting for you, but you getting on my nerves. You getting on my nerves. Just letting you know, okay? So Dante decides that he gonna go take Aisha out on a date because, he really feeling Aisha, okay? Whatever Aisha done put up on him, I know what it was. I know what it was because when they were sitting down talking, she was like she was outside recharging from the sun, topless. Aisha, what's up with you, sis? What's up with you? First you walking around the house with your booty out, okay? Now you outside charging from the sun, but topless? It's screaming very come take my body. Choose me because of my body, okay? But anyway, she already knows that Dante is off for the physical, so I feel like she does little things to keep him intrigued, okay? Because he was in the bushes peeping, okay? He was peeping to see her without the top on. I said, sir, you just saw her the other night when you was rubbing all up on the booty. And I know them fingers slid when them fingers was supposed to be sliding, okay? So don't sit here and act like you ain't see them tatas, honey. You know you saw them tatas way before she was outside sunbathing or whatever. Okay. After that little day, Aisha was like, Zadia ain't got a chance now, okay? I ain't even worried about her, okay? Dante came knocking and I answered. I said, okay, tell me you feeling yourself without telling me you feeling yourself, Aisha. Is that what you're doing? Are you just trying to get back at Zadia or do you really like Dante? Tell me what it is, sis. What is it? What is it? Okay. Now, anyway, Frank and Moomin decide that they're going to go for a walk after they leave the mall. Okay. I wonder if he dropped some bands. Did you drop some bands on her when y'all was shopping or what? Okay. They sit down in the park and they having this cute little conversation. And now Moomin want to tell Frank that it's all about him. Okay. Because she decided that since Walter don't want her, she just going to go jump over on Frank. And I'm like, sis, you don't really want Frank. Because you really been tripping over Walter. You've been tripping. Okay? So you just gonna go over to Frank just because at this point. And that's how I feel. Sis, you don't want him. You don't want him, but you gonna tell him you want him. And then he gonna bring out a daggone, what's that? The golf ball. The golf ball from when they went to Swingers. When I thought that they was actually gonna be swinging. But it was actually golf swinging. Okay? They went, he pulls out the ball this is, my name and your name and from the time that we went swinging. And she was like, oh my God, he's so intentional. He's so intentional. That's what I really like about him. I was like, that daggone Frank is slick. Let me tell you something. Frank said, I'm going to make it to the end one way or another. Okay. He jumped all over Sydney as soon as she walked in because she was new. He's like, let me get her. Let me get her. Let me get her. And that's what he did. Okay. He just holding on to me on the sideline. Okay. The friend already told him to go with Sydney. So he already know he want to be with Sydney, but he just gonna hold on to Moomin because he got numbers. It's a numbers game. 2 people is better than 1, okay? After Moomin sits there and tell Frank that she has chosen him, she gonna park her car in his garage. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in his little garage. I don't know why that came to my head. But anyway, she gonna park up in his garage or whatever, okay? Maybe he should be parking in her garage if you're according to the song. But anyway, she's there. And he's like, listen, I hear you, but I still got a connection with Sydney, and I need to see how that's going to play out, okay? So I don't want to say that is you and me to the end, but what I am going to say is that you're definitely an option. You're an option. And I was like, wow, very straight to the point, Frank. Very straight to the point. But I don't understand why I feel like Moomin is settling for Frank because, Moomin, you're going to be celibate. And he already said that he's hypersexual. So tell me, how is that going to work if you're waiting for marriage to have sex? Do you really think that you can hold off and not give up the draws unto marriage with a man who is hypersexual? Because it's giving me he's going to cheat on you unless he decides to wait for you to get married. And I don't think he's going to do that. And even if he did say he is going to wait, someone who says that they're hypersexual is most likely going to go cheat on you. So, sis, throw it away. Don't waste your time because you're going to come at the reunion and you're going to be crying like he was messing with all the girls while we was together. And I'm going to be sitting there like, I told you, sis. I told you, but you ain't want to listen. You ain't want to listen, okay? Y'all, now Dante decide that he won't go tell Zadia that, he done, okay? He picking Aisha. It's him and Aisha to the end, Okay, now I was sitting here like this gonna be interesting because Zadia came because she had some things she had to say. Okay, homegirl was already on edge. Okay, she was already in her feelings because she done found out that he was out there giving out the massages. Okay, and cooking with daggone Aisha. So she's like, I felt unprotected. Okay, and I was like, unprotected? Is that the right word she should have used? Maybe not. Okay, but she felt like he let her go into deliberation and then give her a heads up of what happened between her and daggone Aisha. And he like, I don't feel like that's kind of any of your business, essentially, because like this is the process. I don't know what you be doing with them people. Okay, I don't know what be happening in the deliberation, just like you don't know what be happening in the deliberation. She's like, but I would have told you if I let somebody rub on me. I'm like, calm down, sis, calm down. Calm down, calm down, sis, calm down, okay? Because you was definitely just trying to get Naeem to tell you how he felt about you. Now you want to be all up in Dante's face. And I mean all up in Dante's face because she was definitely all up in Dante's face. Okay, now Dante's basically telling her like, listen, I felt like I was second choice because you had already picked Nahum, it seemed like. So I'm not about to sit around and play second to nobody. So I went and did what I had to do. Aisha was open to me, so I went over there and pursued her. And what I'm telling you now is that I choose her. Lord knows that he should have never said that. Okay, when he said that he was picking Aisha, okay, he was gonna park his Big Mac truck right in her little garage. Okay, she was like, oh really? Oh, really? I said, ooh. Okay, the eyes started turning red. Okay, the blood pressure started rising. Okay, you can see it happening in her body that she was about to explode. She's like, that's some BS. Like, did you ever care about me? Did you ever care about me? So then she gets up and she walks away. That y'all, when they cut to the commercial break, I said, ooh, this not gonna be good. This not gonna be good, okay? Because according to the preview, she won't go off. She won't go off. But it was when they came back from commercial and you see her walking away on her little telephone. I said, who she calling? Who you calling that got you amped up, sis? Because soon as she got off that phone, Zadia had all the ammunition in her back, okay? Somebody lit that SHIT in her back and she was ready to go off, okay? So y'all gonna tell me that she called Camille. I said, ooh, if you call Camille and you let Camille get you riled up, sis, you need to do better. If that's gonna be your leader, why? You gotta be some whack girl to let Camille be your leader, okay? Now, y'all, I don't know if that's who she called, okay? But that's what y'all was saying, so I'm gonna just go with it, okay? You called Camille. Is that what you did? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. But I'm gonna tell you how the conversation go because y'all know I like to make up some stuff, okay? So this is what happened, okay? So allegedly, okay, this is what happened because y'all know this ain't what happened, but this is what I'm gonna say happened, okay? So Zadia was walking away and she was like, he gonna pick her? Like, this some messed up junk. You know what? Camille, can you believe that he really wants to sit here and tell me that he picked Aisha because he thought that I had picked Nahum? Like, and he didn't want to play second? Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, girl, you need to go back and tell him what it is, okay? Tell him that you would have picked him, that you was going to pick him. It was supposed to be y'all to the end, but he wanted to be out there rubbing up on Aisha. Let him know that he downgraded. Let him know, sis. Let him know. And she was like, you know what? You right. I'll be right back. I'm going to call you back because I'm about to go get all up in that, okay? And then she hung up and she walked back. And now look, yo, Dante was sitting there like, oh Lord, child, what she want? She coming back. She coming back. Now y'all know Dante got 3 baby mamas now. He got 3 baby mamas, so he used to girls yelling at him, okay? He know that walk back was not gonna end good. He knew that, okay? That's why he had to get himself together, He sat back, okay? He was like, whew. She about to go off and I'm just going to take it. Okay, I'm going to take it because he used to this. Okay, so she came back and she was like, so then she walked back to him and she was like, this effed up. This is effed up. It's fine if you like somebody else. It's fine if you like somebody else. But you was never second. You was never second to no one. I was going to pick your dumb ass. I was going to pick your dumb ass. Okay, and Dante was like, you was gonna pick me? And I said, ooh, yo, Dante is used to this, okay? Because he gave them sexy eyes. I'm telling you, okay? If she wasn't so mad, they probably would have started fucking, okay? Because the eyes said, so you was gonna pick me? Oh, okay. And she was like, yeah. And he was like, but you didn't. And then she was like, no, boo-boo. You showed your true colors this whole weekend, period. Dante was like, so you said your piece. And she was like, no, this is a fraud. You're a fraud. Fake fake. You're fake. Blah, 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 blah. And going off, 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 going off. Now listen, Dante. You a good man, okay? I'm going to applaud you. I'm going to applaud you because there's a lot of men who would not have taken it the way that you have taken it. So I'm going to applaud you. But Zadia, you have to understand that if you put your hands on somebody, they're liable to put their hands back on you. So if you think that it's okay to go up there and poke somebody, now if he would have knocked your behind clean smooth out, it'd have been like, oh, he hit me. Oh, he hit me. But you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. You lucky he not one of them other dudes, because there's some dudes out there that was taught if somebody hit you, you hit them back, male or female. So you very lucky. And I feel like we shouldn't even have no deliberation after she sat there and put her hands on him point blank, period. It should have been automatically eliminated because you need to learn to keep your hands to yourselves and consequences for your actions. There should not have been a deliberation concerning Zadia at all. There should have been no way Naeem had the nerve to sit there and try to defend her. She should have been taken off the show and they should have had a PSA announcement about domestic violence. That's what they should have did. But they didn't do that because it's a woman and all she did was poke him on the nose. Let a man have poked on the nose. It would have been all hell breaking loose, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, okay? She got the nerve to be talking about, oh, you gonna go pick Aisha? She's dumb. She's dense. You gonna go pick Aisha? I said, it's giving very much insecure. Sis, you upset? You that mad? How long this process? Like 2 weeks? And you doing all of this? And you acting like all of this? You literally calling another woman names. She has nothing to do with this. That's who you had the connection with, not Aisha. So now she got to be dumb and dense because he like her? Ooh, you want to call somebody a hater? The hater is you. It sounds like you're the hater. Child, get her out of here. Like, it pissed me off that we even had the chance to see her anymore after that incident because she should have been escorted out. Period. Okay, so meanwhile, on a lighter note, okay, Sabrina and Walter are going out to eat, okay, and they're matching like always. I was like, we kind of always matching, okay? Sabrina, what's up with the necklaces? What's up with the necklace, okay? But they sitting down, the food look good, they having a good conversation. So somewhere in this conversation, Walter tells Sabrina that she looked like she could be a madam. And she was like, you know, I used to be a dancer. And he was like, have I seen her? Have I seen her? And I was like, well, y'all know word on the street is that, you know, he was out here having, you know, sex parties. So did he see her? Okay. But I like the fact that she, you know, stand in the fact that she used to be a stripper. Okay, she's not ashamed of it. It is it is part of her journey in life, and it made her part of the woman that she is now. It is what it is. But I want to know, because y'all know Sabrina got a YouTube channel, and Sabrina said that she was engaged 3 times too. So I'm curious as to why they didn't bring that up the same way they brought up the Camille's 3 engagements. Okay, because that's a red flag. That's definitely a red flag. So now Walter is basically saying he don't want to be judgmental or nothing like that. I was like, well, could you really be judgmental at this point? I don't think so, because if you out there throwing the sex parties, you can't be judging anybody, okay? Absolutely nobody. Now, anyway, Sabrina says that she do like Walter, okay, but she's like still on the fence with him because he's saying he like her, but he don't really be calling her like that, okay? He says she feels like he's picking her by default, but I don't think it's by default, because remember when they first met, they had, you know, they had this nice connection. They was crying about the mothers and stuff like that. And they kind of been vibing ever since. He's been very consistent with Sabrina, and I feel like she's been consistent with him. So, I mean, maybe he's only, you know, being consistent for the show. And then when they're not filming or when it's not time for the men to go home, then he don't really be putting in no effort. But every time it's time for elimination, he want to pop up. Walter do kind of give me opportunist vibes. So I can see him, you know, just playing a game. Sabrina's like, I feel like we too far. So Walter gets up and come over there because she wants to smell his neck, and she smells his neck. And I was like, okay, why? But okay, if that's what you want to do, smell necks, then go ahead, be my guest. Be my guest. Now, anyway, y'all, Phil took Sydney on a date. Now, Phil took Sydney on a nice date, okay? Because he said he knew what she liked, okay? He had the food out and everything. And Sydney came in, okay, dressed. Okay, dress was a little tight and a little short. Child, she would have bent over everything when it came out. The shirt probably would have rose up to the dress probably would have rose up to the breast. Just saying, okay? That's how short it was. She was giving nothing but body, but it was real short. Okay, so she sits down and they start talking and they start opening up a little bit. And this is the first time that I started to actually get to know Phil a little bit, okay? He talked about how he regret not giving his mother grandchildren. He talked about how he's, you know, always, he doesn't like to be vulnerable because he feels like he always have to trust someone 100%. But you know, something about Sydney is like pulling this out of him, okay? Y'all, she sat there, she fed him some food, and I said, ooh, this is kind of nice, okay? And then even she was like, you want to wet your whistle? And he went and they drank, and next thing you know, I mean, they was kissing. It wasn't like that kiss he gave Shiloh, you know? It was like, okay, he didn't even want to stop, okay, because then he went down to the hand and the arm, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you one thing, okay? Phil said that Sydney kind of made this hard, okay, between her and Shiloh. It may have even given him clarity. I'm telling you now, Phil is all in with Sydney. Point blank, period. There is no more Aisha. There is barely a Shiloh, okay? The way he was all over her and the way he was all into her and the way he was opening up to her said a lot. And I think that they will be a cute couple. I feel like she want kids, he want kids, okay? They young, they vibrant, they got good chemistry. I feel like they could be a thing. I was liking it. I was really liking it, okay? And I think that might have something to do with why Shiloh is upset next episode, child. But we gonna find out. We definitely gonna find out. So then all the guys meet back up at the new gentleman's lounge, okay? It's kind of nice. I like it. I really like it. I like it better than all the gentleman lounge, okay? And they're sitting there, you know, Tommy's like, all right, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into this conversation. So Nayim brought up the fact that the women was arguing, and he basically tried to make it seem like Aisha was being the aggressor, okay? But Frank stepped in and called it what it was. Like, no. She was speaking her mind about the way the process was going. And the fact that Nayim sat there and tried to defend it just made me look at him sideways like, Sir, I'm not buying what you're selling. Okay, you selling us one game, but you giving us a whole nother, sir. Definitely, okay? That dashiki don't mean nothing. It means nothing because the way you acting up here is telling me that you don't see things for what they are. Clearly, Aisha was defending everybody and saying what everybody was thinking. But you so far up Zadia's behind that you don't even get to see it, okay? He literally sat there and tried to act like this girl did no wrong whatsoever. Okay, Frank even brought up the fact that the women started calling themselves the brown skin squad, okay? Now, y'all know Tommy, I think Tommy felt some type of way about that because he was like, so how you think that made the light-skinned girls feel, okay? And I'm like, Tommy, this ain't colorism. What they got going on is not colorism. They did not say, oh, we brown girls, let's join together. What it was is that they all got these nasty attitudes built in the inside, and they notice in each other, and they're drawn to each other because of it. They have negative energy. Negative energy drawn to each other, okay? So this way, the only thing, and then outside of having negative energy, they just so happen to be brown. And like I told y'all, as a brown-skinned girl myself, okay, I do not approve of that squad. I just don't. No, I don't. Okay, so then, you know, Tommy was like, all right, let's just get into it. Who y'all feeling? So Walter bring up Sabrina. He's like, yeah, it's been Sabrina, okay, whatever. But then he got the nerve to say that she used to be a stripper. And I was like, why does that bother you so much? Because you know, like I've been telling y'all, word on the street is that you was hosting sex parties. Sir, you was just sitting there like you could be a madam. You look like a madam. You about to try to pimp Sabrina out? Because it's giving me very much you want to pimp her out. Let me go ahead, y'all. Let me not allegedly, okay? Let me just move on, okay? Now, anyway, Dante says Aisha. Now, I feel like Phil really likes Aisha, but he had to let her go. Because he did have kind of this look on his face like, dang, yo. Dang, he got her. But he can't fight for Aisha because he's going to lose that battle at this point so far, okay? Now, anyway, Phil says that he's definitely feeling Shiloh and Sydney, but it's something about Sydney that's bringing something else out of him, and he didn't even know that he wanted to bring it out. I was like, she doing something to that Phil. She breaking him all the way down, and I actually like seeing it. I like getting to know Phil because we know nothing about him. He has not opened up, answered a question or nothing the whole time he's been here. Okay? You know, Tommy was like, all right, y'all, so who do y'all feel not ready? Who do y'all feel is not ready? Now, listen, when Dante started telling the story about Zadia, He was like, I took her out to tell her, I was choosing Aisha. And she started poking me. She was poking me and she put her hands on me. And everybody was like, what? No. So Tommy was like, hold up, stop right there. Nayim, how do you feel about that? And Nayim had the nerve to say, no way, really. I said, ooh, I'm trying to tell y'all whatever he's trying to sell us, I'm not buying it, okay? There is no way you're going to sit there and say that it's okay for her to put her hands on this man. And you don't feel no type of way about it because you want to see, you seen something different. What did you actually see different, Nayim? What? Besides the fact that she's your only reason for staying here, besides the fact that she's the only connection you made, and you know that if she goes, then you have to go too because no one's going to keep you here. He disgusted me more so than just about everyone in this episode outside of Zadia because it's like you sitting here defending this crap. Frank sitting there like, honestly, it's like a pattern, Nayim. You don't see it as a pattern. She sat there, she instigated that whole fight. Now she's sitting here putting her hands on him. It's a pattern with her. How could you not see it? But Nayim sees it. He just doesn't want to address it because he wants to stay on the show, ready to love, even if that means dealing with Zadia. I say like, yo, dude, what's up? Like, yo, what's going on? He in a confessional confused like the rest of us is. Since that God gave you, you not using Nayim. You not using it, okay? So then, the guys start calling out more names and Mumin's name keep getting brought up a lot, okay? So we already know that it's coming down to Zadia and Mumin. Now, I'm going to say this. When the guys sit down to meet with, when Zadia sat down to meet with Phil and Mumin sat down to meet with Walter, Mumin's makeup looked good, okay? Homegirl face was on point, okay? Zadia talked about something. I just pulled out the best outfit I had in my closet. I said, that's the best, sis. Go put it back. No. Go put it back. That's the best you got in your closet, child. Ooh, how old is we? And why is that your best? The leather crop top with the fur, with the little ruffle on the side and the mini skirt? Like, that's the best you got? Okay, never mind. It's not my place to talk about nobody's clothes. But anyway, the women were ready for these conversations, okay? Mumin had a lot of things that she wanted to get off her chest when it came to Walter. She wanted to address the situation that happened in the piano room. She was like, I went over there and I'm touching you and you was like kind of like pushing me away. He was like, I felt like it was a setup. And she was like, and yet still, you still was pushing me away. I'm like, Mumin, you can't go interrupt somebody else's date. Like, you don't do that. Of course it's gonna make him feel uncomfortable. He didn't know what to do. Because either way, either she was gonna be mad or you was gonna be mad. Either way, okay? So then he's like, listen, what made me mad more so than anything was that we were sitting there talking and I was trying to resolve it, but you got up and walked away. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay? Now, over there on the other side, Zadia and Phil are talking, and Phil's like, I want to hear, your side of what happened. She like, I gave him a good mother talking to. No. Let me tell you something. You're not his mother, sis. You're not his mother. And if you was his mother, he's still too daggone old for you to be putting your hands on him. So what do you mean I gave him a good mother talking to? The fact that she won't even apologize, the fact that she thinks that she did nothing wrong, the fact that she thinks that this is okay says a lot about her character because she's like, I just let the rage get to the best of me. I could have said, I could have been a better communicator, but I guess it just didn't happen like that. Girl. And this is why I say I'm even mad that they had that. I'm even mad that she even had the chance to sit down with someone to have this conversation when she should have been home from the beginning. What they should have said was, due to unfortunate circumstances, we had to send Zadia home. There will be no elimination this week. Okay, that's what they should have did. Because it just was disgusting. Even the way she went about it. The way she handled herself. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Ready to Love, don't play with me. If we don't have an apology at that mother effing reunion, I'm calling you out. Because there's no way. Let that have been a man. Y'all would have sat there. Last season, y'all made David apologize. And David didn't even put his hands on Liz. He just stood up to her and everybody was in an uproar. So let me tell you something. If y'all don't get up there and give her that same freaking energy, it's going to be a problem. A whole problem. Okay? Then she got the nerve to eliminate herself. Oh, so the guys just don't think I'm ready to love. I already knew it. And got up and walked away. I said, ooh, bye, girl. Bye. Now, Mumin get to stay another day. Okay? She get to stay another day to build on her connection with Frank, even though Frank don't want her. But I got a feeling that Frank will just go with her because, Phil done got up in Sydney's ear, honey, okay? And that's going to be a hard one to break up. Just saying. Just then, you know, Nahum decides that he want to go tell Tommy that his journey is over because his strongest connection, the only person he had a connection with, is gone. So he feel as though it's time for him to leave the process. Now, y'all want to sit here and say I respect him because he could have went in there and tried to get a connection with somebody else. It was too late in the game. I feel like Nahum definitely would have did this if it was a little bit earlier. He would have stayed. He would have tried to find somebody, because it feels like the way he was moving, the way he was trying to defend Zadia, that he actually was here to play a game, and he was fine with, you know, trying to just stay, maneuver to just stay, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad that he went home because he realized that he didn't have no connections. But did he really have a choice? Absolutely not, because they were gonna send his behind home next week anyway. Either way, he was going home. So we lost 4 people, y'all: Cornelius, Camille, Zadia, and Nahum. Whoo, the couples done picked themselves. These couples done picked them daggone selves at this point. Now I'm telling you how it's going to pay out, okay? Shiloh is going to have to go home because Frank and Phil are both feeling Sydney. They're not going to send her home. Mumin, Frank is only feeling Mumin, but then Phil is only feeling Shiloh. So I feel like Shiloh and Mumin are going to be on the chopping block next week, y'all. Yeah, Shiloh, Mumin going to be on the chopping block next week because Phil or Frank are not sending Sydney home. Okay, Aisha and Dante is kind of sealed, and Sabrina and Walter is kind of sealed. So that's how it's looking. But y'all, I'm gonna have to talk to y'all later. I'm gonna have to talk to y'all later because this episode, it was pretty cool. But next week seems like a lot better. Okay, don't forget to like this video. Did you like this video? Did you like this video? Like this video. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. Did you subscribe? Go ahead and subscribe. Do that for me now, okay? And I'll talk to you guys later. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought about this episode.